this video learning how you can do the split squat exercise in order to activate more your glutes. We have two variations here. One you can hit more your quads and another one you can hit more your glutes. To start off, let's learn first the right technique. You need to keep your legs apart, size of your shoulders, okay? Size of your shoulders more or less. To do this exercise, very important that you already know how to engage, how to work on your core in order to stabilize your body. So with your legs apart, size of your shoulders, you're gonna do a big step back and put your weight on your front leg. Your back leg is only to give you balance. You need to be able to do this. Okay, you need to be able to keep your balance on your front leg, and then you don't need much your back leg. This one just to give you balance during the exercise. From this position over here, engage your core. Your core is the connection between your torso and your lower body. If you don't engage your core, you're gonna collapse your back during the exercise. So once you put most of your weight on your front leg, you engage your core. Think about this. You're gonna go straight down with your butt, keeping your body aligned to your leg. Okay? Don't do this. Align your torso to your leg. And then you push off. When you're here, think about this. You're gonna push off your body straight up, using your front leg. Don't come up using your back leg like this. It's very common when you're learning, in order to go down, you just use your knee joint and then you go down like that. So you put all your lower of your body going on that direction. So that's why a lot of people feel a lot of pain towards the kneecap, because the lower, instead of to go down, it goes that way. So don't put the weight there. Think about this. You need to drive the lower straight down using your glutes. Let me go with this leg. You can see better. Using your glutes, think about this. Going straight down. And straight up. Also, a lot of people drive the butt back doing this. And then they feel a lot what? Lower back. So, if you're doing that wrong, drive your knees all the way forward. You're going to feel a lot your knee. But if you use a lot your hip joint going down like this, you're going to feel a lot your lower back. You need to use simultaneously, so together, your knee and your hip joint. Your knee goes forward and your butt goes down. That way, you're going to go down like this. Knees going up, butt going down. So this variation right here, we're going to have more activation on your quads compared to your glutes. Okay? You're going to align your torso with your leg and then you work on this angle over here. This is going to work more your quads compared to another variation that I'm going to teach you. The other variation, you will incline your torso a little forward. Okay? The movement's still the same. By change the angle of your torso, we're going to have to work away more your glutes to do the movement. Your glutes going to have much more activation than if you keep your torso here. Think about this. Your glute muscles is located here. When your torso is here, your glutes has less work to do the movement, because the torso, your body is close to the muscle. Your muscle needs to do less strength because of the distance of the load to the muscle. When I bring my torso forward, the distance from the muscle to the load, it's bigger. That's why your muscle needs to work more in order to sustain the right posture. That's why when I'm here, I'm working my glutes, okay? But as soon as I start to incline my torso a little forward, I start to have to activate more, because the distance from the load and the muscle, it's larger, it's bigger, okay? And then from this position over here, you go down, and then you push off. You're gonna feel a lot your glutes working, okay? But what happened? When the majority of people, they try to do this variation, they ending up losing the curve on the lower back. Where is that? Instead of to keep the spine aligned, preserving the curves, they go down, collapsing the lower back, creating a curve over here. This is very common. And then what they do for it, they start to wearing belts, right? In order to create the stability on the spine, they don't know what's going on. They start to wearing belts in order to stabilize the spine. But if you wear belts and doing that wrong, your problem gonna only get worse, okay? Gonna just cover your mistake. To do the variation, you need to be able to keep your back engaged and aligned. Don't collapse. So, engage your glutes, engage your core, and then you go down like this. Instead of to go down like this and collapse your lower back. If you do this collapse on your lower back, the exercise, it's over. Instead of to have more lowered going towards to your glutes, you're going to have a lot of lowered going toward what? Your lower back. Because your lower back right here, your core muscles around your waist and your spine, they are responsible to what? To give the stability to your body during the exercise. If you don't engage correct those muscles over here, you're not going to be able to perform this exercise correct. If you don't know how to engage your core, I have a lot of videos on my channel. I'm going to place one of them here. You can take a look and learn how to work, how to activate your core. Because if you don't know how to, this exercise is not for you yet. So let's say you're going to use some lowered over here. So remember that if I wanted to hit more my quads, I'm going to keep my body straight. And then I'll go down like this. If I want to engage more your glutes, incline forward. When you go up, don't drag your body back. You're going to keep the angle. What happens a lot when I see people doing this exercise? They don't engage correctly the glutes muscle. And they ended up caving the knee in, which is this movement over here. Instead of to go down, keep the knee aligned out, open your hip. Look my knee, they go down like this. If you're doing anything similar to that, you stop that. You must learn how to engage your glutes and open your hip, drive your leg out. Because guess what? Your glutes muscle, your butt muscles, extend your butt, also open your leg laterally. They are responsible to do those movements. When you're going down here, you need to activate your glutes to keep your knee, boom, out. So, and then you go like, open your hip, letting your knee go out. You can slightly open your toes a little bit, keep your knee open. Okay? So, go out, drive your knee out, like this. So, if you're going down, you're letting your knee cave in, going down, or going up, both are wrong. Okay? Both are wrong. You need to work to learn how to activate your glutes to keep your knee out. There's a good exercise that you can do before do this one over here. You can keep your legs apart like this, as you're going to do squats, and do this. Open your hip. This is the first step that you need to do. Open your hip. Now you're going to create some room here on your joint to allow your legs to work, okay? And then, from this position, you go down. Open your hip. As much as you can, and then you hang here for about 30 seconds. Driving your legs slightly out, using your elbows like this. Keeping your hip open. So, you most will try to do this. Close your knees. That's what you're doing. You train to keep them out. And when you're here, bring some awareness to your glutes because you're using your glutes muscle to keep your knees out. You're gonna hold for 30 seconds. You can even hold like a weight here to help you to keep some balance. And then rest a little bit, do at least 3 times. This is gonna help you to create a lot of mobility on your hip joint and also create some awareness to you to help you to keep your knees out. If you still like this video, just do me a favor, like and share to someone, okay? This helped me a lot on the channel. So after doing 3 sets of this one over here to open your hip, create some mobility, flexibility, you do it again. And now, if you have the problem of your knee caving in, okay? So it's gonna be easier for you to fix that because you create the awareness to your brain to do this, boom, to open your knee. So once you open a little bit your knee, you already engage what? Your glutes medius, okay? It does this. So open that, and then you go. Think about this. If your knee is straight here or even in, you are closing the space, the room that your body has to work. And then if you do that, it's going to be joint, bond to bond. You need to open to create room to your bones work. And then you go. You're going to feel that you have more mobility, more flexibility. A lot of people have knee pain in this area over here because they allow the knee cave in when they're doing like squats, split squat, leg press, you name it. So when you're doing that, place one hand on your butt, okay? And then from this position here, drive your knee out. You're gonna feel your butt working. When you extend or rotate your knee, okay? When you bring your knee out, you are engaging your glutes muscle. By doing that, boom, your glutes start working. You're gonna feel that. So your goal is keep your glutes on fire while you're doing that. So keep your glutes engaged, and then you go. Keep your knee out, and then you push back up. So these are some things that you need to fix prior even think about some variations to work more or less your glutes. Because the first thing when you start to learn a new exercise is learn the base technique for. Once you learn the technique, you can start to work on some variations if you need to, okay? Otherwise, stick with the basics prior, go to advanced things. So you need to be able to keep your back aligned by engaging your core, as you already learned. You need to learn how to avoid your knee to cave in. Remember that, once your knee, boom, caves in, your glutes not working, hurting your hip joint and your knee, okay? Also, remember, if you don't know how to activate your core muscles, there's a video here somewhere. You can check and learn that. And last thing for you, your foot, okay? Think about this. I want you to create a base with your foot over here. Do not allow your foot to cave in. Engage in your toes and also your heels. Your whole foot must work. Instead of to have your toes like this, straight, think about this, grabbing the floor with your foot. Gonna give you way more balance. When you do that with your toes, you engage in your toes, and then you go. Drive your knee out with your toes engaged. As you can see, it's a lot of things, core, glutes activation, your knee and your feet. So many things to pay attention of. And once you learn how all those things, you can start to play around with some variations that I just told you. Remember, if you know the technique, you're good to go to try out this variation over here to engage more your glutes. Place your hand on your glutes, incline your torso, keep your back aligned, your core engaged, and then you go. Do that with your hand on your butt. You're gonna feel your butt working, okay? But if you wanna engage more your quads, keep your toes straight, and then you go down like this. You're gonna engage more your quads. And last thing, distribute the weight on your feet, okay? Do not put too much weight towards to your toes or only on your heels. You need to work with your whole foot, because in case when you're going down here, if you put too much weight on your toes, you're gonna balance backwards, okay? But if you go down and put too much weight on your, when you go down, put too much weight on your heels, you're gonna balance your body back, right? You're gonna lose your balance going back. But if you put too much pressure on your toes, you're gonna balance forward, lose your balance going forward, okay? You need to put the load on your whole foot during the exercise, all right? And I think it's all. If you still have any questions about the split squat or any other exercise, just let me know on the comments. You guys know every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. there is a new video on this channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one.